So people often ask me, they say, Jacob, what is it that you learned while you were at Bible college? What was the one thing that you took away from your 3 years at Moorlands? And my answer always instinctively is this: I learned what it is and how beautiful it is to know Jesus. Not just to know him, but how much I need to daily press into knowing him more and more and more. And this is obvious in the life of Paul the Apostle when you read Philippians. Paul in Philippians chapter 3 gives this big long list of inherited success, of social status, of health, of wealth, of power, of dominance. But then he says in verses 7 and 8, something so profound. He says this: but whatever were gains to me, he says that all of that, whatever were gains to me, I now consider loss for the sake of knowing Christ. Verse 8 says, what is more, I consider everything lost for the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord, for whose sake I've lost all things. I consider them garbage that I may gain Christ. Paul considered them all these things loss for the sake and the beauty of knowing Christ Jesus as his Lord. And this is a truth that was prominent to me, especially in my 3rd year at Bible college, a truth that sunk so deeply into my heart. In fact, let me take you back to a 3rd year chapel. So it was in my 3rd year, my final term at Bible college, and we had this guest speaker in our Tuesday morning chapel. And the first thing that he says, he gets up on the pulpit and he says, there is more. And instinctively, my cynical heart then begins to turn off to think, no, that's hang on a minute, where's he going with this? And then he says a statement that was so profound, so deep, that cut me straight to the core, that has stuck with me since this day. He says, there's more of Christ than you're taking hold of at the minute. Wow. There is more of Jesus that I'm taking hold of at the minute. So the encouragement I want to leave with you is this, is there is more. There's more of Christ for you to dive into. There's more of the depths of his love that we can explore. There's more of Jesus available to us than we realize. And just like Paul, he goes on to say, verse 10, I want to know Christ. Yes, to know the power of his resurrection. Paul had this continuous desire 30 years after his Damascus Road experience to know more of Jesus, more of that life-giving spirit in his life. So the encouragement, the challenge I want to leave with you today is this, is the encouragement. There is more. There's more of Jesus for you to take hold of. But the challenge I want to give you is this, is just as Paul considered all things lost for the sake of knowing Jesus, what are you willing to lay down that you can take hold of more of him?